Attention all smokers, tokers, and true connoisseurs. Simple Pleasures is your one-stop hemp and smoke shop right here in Hagerstown. From premium flower and potent THCA to exclusive glass pieces and the best vapes in the game, we've got everything you need. And now, catch us on the Smoke Me Out podcast, where we bring the biggest names, community leaders, and the latest in the industry. So whether you're rolling up, dabbing out, or just vibing, Simple Pleasures has your back. Pull up today or shop online. Simple Pleasures. Shop, smoke, chill, repeat. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We are incredibly proud to have North Atlantic Seed Company sponsor us. They're leaders in the seed game, providing top-tier genetics to growers across the country. Their commitment to quality and innovation aligns perfectly with what we're all about. Be sure to tune in each week for exclusive giveaways and your chance to snag some amazing seeds from one of the best in the business. Big thanks to North Atlantic Seed Company for their support. Now let's grow together. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We're thrilled to have Moyo Love Juice Joint joining the Smoke Me Out family. They're leading the charge in the hemp and cannabis beverage space with their incredible infused drinks. Whether you're looking to relax or vibe out, Moyo has something very special for you. Don't forget to check back each week for exclusive giveaways, and you could be sipping on the best in the game. Huge shout out to Moyo Love Juice Joint for their support. Let's raise a glass and keep the good vibes flowing. Life's busy, but your love for fresh, pesticide-free, homegrown cannabis shouldn't have to wait. Meet Anabato, your personal cannabis growing robot that makes growing at home effortless. With AI-enabled watering, feeding, growth tracking, and a sleek app, it's never been easier to go green. Whether you're a plant pro or just starting out, Anabato helps you grow with confidence, and it's a beautiful device that can proudly sit in your living room for all to admire. Ready to grow smarter? Visit Anabato.com today and take all the guesswork out of growing your cannabis at home. Anabato. Grow effortlessly. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We're excited to share that Tony's Pizza in Williamsport is now a part of the Smoke Me Out family. Tony's is the go-to spot for delicious, mouth-watering pizza and amazing service that never disappoints. We're proud to partner with a local favorite that always delivers. Check back each week for exclusive giveaways. You might just score a free pie or some awesome swag. Big thanks to Tony's Pizza for supporting the podcast and the community. Let's keep it cheesy and support the local businesses. Welcome to the next episode of the Smoke Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Hunter Smith, and today I have a very special guest for you. We got a local legend, Sonny Bronco.
Boys, the seminal Hagerstown's very own. Hey, I'm here at Simple Pleasures, Smoke Me Out podcast with my brother Hunter. We're gonna answer some questions and get into the real life of me. Let's do it, my brother.
Oh yeah. So why don't you go ahead and tell the people a little about you. Before you were the Seminole, who was Sonny Bronco?
Lil Deshawn. Lil Deshawn from Bethel Street and Bethel Gardens. Bethel Street raised me. Nolan Village made me. Before I got the rap, dancing in the parties, really just aspired to be a rapper, rapping with Bubba as a kid. I've been doing this my whole life, just like one of them trained fighters. I've been doing this my whole life, rapping. But before I got to be a professional recording artist behind microphones and great studios, I was a 9-to-5er. And I still am to this day. I believe in a 9-to-5 job. I believe that's where somebody can start a foundation for their life, to get a couple dollars to move forward in their careers or their true passions that they want to pursue in life. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So that's who I was, man. Catching the bus, going to the studio, catching the bus back to work. Lil Deshawn before I came Sonny Bronco to Seminole, for sure.
Oh yeah, man. When you think that first switch came where you're like, yo, maybe I should really just full out focus on this and really try to make it your craft instead of, sure you always loved it, but when did you really this is it, no other option?
We was at a repast for my brother Mark Mayo in the alleyway, and we started rapping. I don't know if we had a beat. I think somebody was just beatboxing, whatever the case may be. And Travis Beans seen that, and he had access to a studio with Dirty Phil. Took me to the studio and showed me that things were real.
Dirty Phil, okay, another little legend in town.
For sure,
Shout out
Dirty Phil, man. great producer. So he took me there, and I still got the picture on my Instagram, my first time with a notebook or I had my phone in my hand, not the notebook, looking down at it, you know, not even posing for the picture, just ready to go. I ain't stopped since. That was that switch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dirty Phil Studio was definitely that switch. And it was that switch for Little Skies too, I believe, so. You know what I mean? That energy down there is different, for sure.
You've embraced the moniker The Seminole. Can you share the significance of the title and how it reflects your personal journey?
Ooh! The Seminole, man, I get asked that a lot.
Great song, by the way.
Thank you,
One
my
of my
friend.
favorites, yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I get asked that a lot. My family's Native American.
Okay.
I was told my family's from a region in Maryland named Piscataway, Maryland. Excuse the microphone. And look like them, and more of that. And when I found the word Seminole, it also reflects on the Negro in America. When they were fighting for freedom in certain places down south and other places in America, if you were a runaway slave, sometimes you would run into a Native American and they would home you as their own, show you their ways. But you were a lost soul, or a lost slave, or a lost being. They called you Seminoles. So like outlaw, right? So
Okay.
it's a single. And then the Seminoles are is a reservation and a tribe in Florida, which also, excuse me, I keep hitting the mic, which also is a college and more things, you know what I mean? The Seminole, to me, represents my life of abandonment and searching to destroy my fears in life.
Okay.
Right? Because when you're a slave, you're searching for freedom, but it's also a fear there. But you can't stop, you have to keep going. And I'm a Seminole in that sense, knowing that my family that birthed me, the seed, my father, who he is, of that family is Piscataway.
Okay.
And I'm in Hagerstown, Maryland, and they're from that region, down there in that DC region, close to there. And that's why I feel I'm a Seminole, I'm a runaway, or someone that has lost his way from home and trying to find his way back there.
Wow, that's beautiful. Very deep, way deeper than I thought it would be. So
Yes, sir. Thank you.
gave that song a whole new meaning for me. Next time I'm
Yes,
bumping
sir.
that.
Sonny the Seminole. They want swinging his axe to your head, I'm gonna finish you.
That's right. Man, the beat, everything about that, is just like, that was the first song that I looked up when I was looking you up, and I was like, damn, dude, it just made me go on like an hours and hours dive.
Wow.
Probably seen every one of your songs on your YouTube.
My man, it's
man,
hours.
they're fire. It was hours. You've been putting in a lot of work. You can definitely tell. You aren't just do one here, do one there. You're constantly dropping new content for your fans, and that's something that a lot of people don't do. Growing up in Hagerstown, how did your environment influence your music and artistic expression?
Hagerstown is my artistic expression. My artistic expression. Wow. Because this place isn't really artsy.
Right.
Right?
It's getting a little better, but
Yes, it is. But coming
it's
up.
always been, yeah.
Coming up. Be amazing to see this coming up, right?
Yeah.
Even if we was just 15, 16, just walking to a building like this or a backdrop like this, bro, I would be inspired to smoke weed. So it wasn't my trauma from Hagerstown. It's the trauma that they gave to me. The city, the things I seen around me, the things people did to each other, the things people did to me, the things I did to people, the yin and the yang of the fire that we all produced in Hagerstown for each other in a real discouraging way is what fuels this fire and this artistic expression in my raps, because I know it's a better way from the memories or the times that I had passed through my mind to go into the music. You know what I mean? That's where the album Trauma to Treasure means so much to me.
You can hear it in your voice.
Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's a fire to it's a real fire to know that this city has a very very meaningful impact on my music.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate y'all for the hurt. I appreciate y'all for the pain. Pardon me for the ones that I've afflicted pain on. Pardon me for the ones that I've hurt in life. Any one of y'all, you know, it means so much to me when y'all let me express my life and my feelings out in the open and without, you know, the smallest judgment or feedback so much times. But it's there, but I really don't dwell on it, man.
That's real.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. Word, man.
Absolutely.
Salute to Hagerstown for the trauma, the pain, and all the rest of the artistic views and perspectives that y'all gave me.
Made you who you are, man. You always gotta be grateful for that.
Thanks.
You've mentioned battling the opioid epidemic in our community. How has that issue impacted maybe your life personally? But other than that, like, it's probably impacted your music as well. You know, you might have lost friends. You know, all kinds of bad situations that can arise from the opioid pandemic. But you know, it just feels like when you listen to your music, you feel the pain that you're trying to convey. You almost feel like, damn, this shit happened to me and my peoples. You know, that's just how in depth it is. Your storytelling ability is just amazing. So, it's just crazy. How do you think that? Do you think your music would be the same if there was no opioid pandemic?
I think a lot when because it happened to all of us.
Did. Yeah. Should hit real hard around here.
Thanks. You probably lost a friend too. I think it magnified the pain that we all was going through. Because we're all interconnected in this city. To Smithsburg, to Boonesboro, Waynesboro. I don't want to say Waynesboro. I meant to say Williamsport Park.
Yeah.
We're interconnected. So, you know, this family plays baseball and they know this family, or this family runs this shop. We're all interconnected. So losing loved ones to the opioid epidemic was devastating and fueled another fire to go be creative.
Absolutely.
And give back to the people, because a lot of times it's trauma dumping when we on the songs. A lot of rap, when you hear next rap song you put on, it sounds like trauma dumping now. A lot of it's not to uplift the people. There's no substance in it that can move the person out of this discouragement or this part in their brain where they can't move past that box to go be great because they seen something really bad happen around them in their environment. And that's what Sonny Bronco, the Seminole, does. He puts all the problems in a pot over a 4-minute track and expresses the fight and triumph through the tragedy to get to your passions and your true desires of life, so you don't fall victim to your circumstances in your community. That's what he does, and man, that's what the opioid epidemic does. That's what the gun epidemic does as well for Sonny Bronco. Losing loved ones, the bullets, not just drugs, everything that circle around death in a way that takes away from the youth, your family members, your friends, and they're too young, and you run into people that are 60 years old that had you don't even know why they or how they had a chance. We didn't. How do we have a chance when we're up against this? And that's where the music starts to kick in, that fire, that flame, that thing where it really sounds like I care because I'm not imagining it from your perspective or theirs. I'm here with you.
Right.
I lost friends too. So you can't say it in this creative way to be inspired, I will. And I'm not going to stop doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're lucky to have you doing that.
And thank you, my friend.
Really are. You know, because your lyrics are known for their substance and, you know, their reality. So, you know, it's no question, like, what inspires your songwriting, but how do you approach crafting your message? Because, you know, you got the message in your head, but there's many different ways you can deliver it, many different tones, flows, beats. You know, what is your process like mastering
The artwork of actually putting the dialogue together.
it? Yep.
Yeah. That comes with training.
Okay.
Right? So a president just don't give a presidential speech, right? He's probably got like 4 people editing it, right? Because this comes with years of training, knowing what are the wrong words to say that rub people the wrong way. What are the right words to say that enlighten or inspire a human being?
Right.
So I took time out to read books and listen to beats and then listen to my true self. From listening to my true self, having to understand that I have an audience to reach.
Right.
And I can't be selfish with the music because that's just, it naturally is, it's negative when you're selfish, when you're trauma dumping. So having an understanding to approach the music with substance for the people, and I'm not trauma dumping. I don't want to go off topic. What was the question one more time? I don't want to go off topic.
Your lyrics are known for their substance and reality. What inspires your songwriting, and how do you approach crafting your message?
Approaching it, right? How do we approach it?
Yep.
I look at the times when, not what just happened, because that could be a facade, that could be a lie. I look at the times when, and I figure out what words am I going to use that doesn't discourage or offend, but uplifts and enlightens. And that's a hard process of going through the dictionary, finding metaphors and similes that match this one to the end of this sentence, or finding this sentence that's a runoff sentence that just drops right into inspirational words.
Right.
It's a trick bag of lyrics, and this is where I realized the rapper has every way of demising the younger communities because they don't know the angle to come at rap music anymore. It's all selfish and trauma dumping because people haven't got healing, or they haven't got to get an understanding of the shit that they've been through on earth. So they got a beat that's low frequency, the 808s drop down, or the hi-hats are real, like so many things inside of this beat can draw this negative energy out of this human being or this whatever it is, and they wouldn't know where to approach it because they're mixed.
Okay.
From the mix of all the different instrumentals that play in low frequencies, or it's a trick. And I wanted to show you things on the computer about it, but that's another day.
Sure thing.
So when I see music going the negative way, I say I gotta approach it like this. And this is why this is stronger than that. In every way, this music right here that uplifts and enlightens is stronger than that music that tears down and discourages.
It's 100%
And
true.
I can prove it, right? I can prove it. I got evidence. I got training to prove this point. I got stories to prove this point. So when I approach the music, I'm inspired by the negativity to be positive.
Winner of the 2024 International Cannabis Awards for Best Online Seed Shop and offering more than 2,500 strains from over 50 of the industry's best breeders, North Atlantic Seed Company is your one-stop shop for quality genetics. From U.S. elites like Ethos In-House, Compound, Soulfire, and Humboldt Seed Company to international greats like Barney's Farm, Dutch Passion, Mephisto, Greenhouse, and Fast Buds, North Atlantic Seed carries a thoughtfully curated menu of photoperiod and auto-flowering genetics designed to accommodate every budget. North Atlantic Seed Company is a woman-owned and family and friend-run passion project whose vision since inception has been to take care of their customers and promote collaboration and kindness in the cannabis community as a whole. That means unparalleled customer service that is responsive, considerate, and professional. It means the fastest shipping in the U.S. and loads of quality freebies with every order. And above all, it means an integrity that is unrivaled. So you use it as your fuel.
Yes.
So it makes you hungry, you gotta eat.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. You know, it's kind of crazy because you've taught yourself cover art design, photo editing, music engineering, you know. Has the self-sufficiency kind of helped make you more of a powerhouse? You know, a lot of artists, you know, maybe they're only good at just laying down the track, but you seem like you could do everything if you had to yourself. You know, is there a reason for that? Or do you just feel like, you know, I wanted to learn it all? Maybe I could help someone else with this someday.
That's the reason.
Okay. I could see that for you.
I had I had negative reasons to get started, but that's the fuel in the fire. That's the wood in the fire, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? You thinking somebody trying to put your fire out, but this is just fueling that. And once you realize the times that we're in, whoever you are, whatever you do, unless you're a basketball player, you're going to need 5 players on your team, right? But what I do, or the content creator, or the aspiring movie director, or the podcaster, or the radio host, the DJ, what we do as entertainers, you can have full control over all of this. And that's where I just was like YouTubing for 20 hours straight. And I mean 20 hours.
Absolutely, man.
At the job, Andre knows, yeah, he's coming into work, and I got the computer hooked up to the TV. I got fire spitting out my mouth on a video edit. I got fire coming off my hands. You're like, what are you doing? I don't know. I guess I got time on my hands, right? Or do we got time on our hands? But I know with this time, I can use time to my advantage. So it's speeding up, right? We're in the middle of the year already. It's 2025. Cat Williams did this interview a year and a half ago. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
When I realized that the hours that I spend in training can make me valuable after my time passes as an artist that's young, because we all know we got to get the gray hairs.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying you got to get the baggy belly and the crazy, the man boobs. You can stay in shape, but
right.
You got to let your time come and go. I'm not saying mine's even came yet.
No.
But I need to be prepared for that time.
Absolutely. So
mastering these different traits and characteristics of hip-hop, audio engineering, music production, filming, is a different aspect from editing.
Yes.
And live streaming. Learning these are, everything I just named is a millionaire. I can point to you in each one.
Absolutely.
Right? So where is it at with me? I gotta find a way to master these now, because like you said, the music is kind of like already there. I've been doing this for my whole life.
Right.
I can rap like that. It's nothing.
It's like riding a bike at this point.
And that's where I need audio engineering, music production, filming, editing, producing, composing. I need those to be ride a bike skills. That way I can approach the city with a service. Absolutely. Or a training course or help.
Something. Right?
Something, you know what I mean? I can't just keep rapping y'all, you know what I mean? That would be doing us a disservice.
That's big of you to think like that, because you know, a lot of people, maybe even selfishly to themselves, wouldn't think like that. You know, they wouldn't try to expand out like that. So that's brave, because you know, it's tough. Anything you first pick up, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna be kind of bad at it until you learn it, get better at it, this and that. Did you pick up any of it naturally on some of those 5 things? Of course, I'm sure the rapping you did. What do you find the hardest part in the post-production?
Filming.
It's hard to get the right shots.
It's hard to get the right.
It is hard to get the
shutter
shots.
speed, lighting. I think editing's like, I can get some BS, chop it up, throw an effect on it, and make it look cool. I've done it a million times. But filming, that part, that's tough, bro.
Hell yeah.
That is
I would
tough.
have to agree. Shout out to Jamie from One Room Media. Still blows my mind with the shit he does. I'd be lost without his ass.
Yeah, brother.
He knows it.
He's different, man.
He is different.
Yes, he is.
He's got a lot of cool things going
on. We had a little fallout. Over a little couple videos. That was a time where he was really into filming and production, and I seen that, and he caught up with all the celebrities around here. That not around here. Excuse me. Caught up with the celebrities around the world.
Yeah.
Right? And where I was, when we were shooting videos, when we shot videos, but then they all got delete it. Right? This is where my journey of filming came in. I didn't know what he was doing on his page. He's very professional. Right? But as a young artist that didn't know no better, you go on rants because you think you own something. You think you have control of something. You think you know something and you don't.
Right.
And I had a conversation with another man on the internet that really humbled me because I had a little, I was mad. I was mad, man, and it was because I didn't have the understanding, I didn't have the knowledge. I'm really just rapping. Like I said, I'm doing us a disservice. And this is why when sounds from YYBY humbled me and checked me as a young hip-hop artist that really ain't know what I was doing, he kept calling me Scrap. Like, yo, Scrap, like, you from Philly, you know what I mean? And he's, like, really into owning things, really into entrepreneurship. And he humbled me because I was Raging Bull, right? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I did do all these things until it came to beat production. He was like, well, none of that matters. You know, and he's showing that through time, the evidence of me losing everything, or almost losing everything, showed me that everything that I used to be mad at didn't really matter because I didn't own the beat in the first place.
Right. Now
Crazy.
Humbling experience.
Humbling experience.
Like, oh, shit.
Crazy experience. Yeah, man. Facts.
So from my research, I've been able to see that your musical influences range from, Tupac Shakur to Nas, Alicia Keys, Bob Marley. How did these diverse artists influence your sound? Do you, when you listen to your music, can you see a little bit of some of those tones, or you're like, oh yeah, this guy is a Alicia Keys fan or something?
You see who you just named, though.
Greats, goats.
These are revolutionary artists.
100%. 100%. Who at each one of those names at one point are not, if not still now, are on top of those genres and those spots.
And what we talked about before in this podcast with substance, giving back to the community, tragedy to triumph, trauma to treasure.
Yeah.
That's inside of their music.
It is.
And when we was talking about training, I want to say this to the young men out there that wear shiesties. You have trap and drill music training, and this is why you go about life this way. It's the music and the frequency that you're about.
Right.
That will trap you into a loop. Whether it's positive or negative, we're all in a loop. Waking and sleeping, waking and sleeping, waking and sleeping. It's a loop. But it's the way you choose to use this one. And pardon me, I'm over top of the mic.
No, you can.
I use guys like Bob Marley to understand the balance of life. You might think it's all bad, but it's really all good.
It is. It is. And it's hard to realize that, It's easy to get down on yourself and really only focus on the negatives, or someone you know is going through something bad and you're like, life's so unfair. It just has unfair times, and 9 times out of 10, it might seem unfair, but I'm a firm believer in God has a plan, and nothing happens unless it's for a reason. You know what I mean? It's all a part of His plan.
Amen. Yeah, and artists like Tupac are like revolutionists that I study to also catch an angle of where I need to go with the music.
Right.
I don't steal from them, but I understand the points that were authentic, natural, that came from them, that they probably studied in that time for the song to make an impact on the communities or demographics across America and the world.
Everybody gotta look up to somebody. Everybody gotta learn from somebody. You know? So I agree with that. I think that's a very true statement. Speaking of legacy, money aside, what would you want your legacy to be if you could write your own story? What would you want to look back? Like, say you're sitting on the couch in your mansion and you're watching videos from 2020, 2018, what would be the biggest difference?
When you said that, it came to my head. The only thing I would ever want to share with the world after I'm gone, in the light of my name, right?
Yeah.
Legacy, quote unquote, is that I didn't give up. I ain't quit. Like, my body's gonna have to break down in front of all of these people, and I'll tell them about my life. I got glaucoma. I'm going blind in my right eye, but I have major surgeries, but my body physically, like, I'm going to the wheels fall off, and that's the legacy I want to leave for my son, to let him know that you're not to quit. This work is to be done until you die.
Yeah.
Even after you retire, there's something. There's something to do for yourself, your family. The work works in every way. The work works. Don't give up, don't quit. That's the legacy I would want to leave.
They say when you stop living, you start dying. That's true shit. You know, I know you really try to help reach the youth in the community a lot. You know, you always see you out there with them. What kind of programs or what things would you like to bring more light on in a town? Like, if you could really support one cause or one great thing that you've seen really help affect the youth, what's going on in town that you think is really great for the kids? I know the boxing gyms are doing good for the kids.
Yeah. You know what I think? Because I could do way more studying than what I've been doing. I could dig deeper and become a greater human to provide this service of life coaching.
Okay.
That's what I think this community needs.
Some guidance.
Some guidance.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Somebody to tell them that you're not to quit and give up or take this route because it looks fun, easier. Life's like this, and then give them the example. I think life coaching, but I would like to study and build myself to that point.
Yeah.
If we talking about a time far out from us, I think that's where I see myself giving back. And, you know, the perks of me, you know, audio engineering, film and editing, all that stuff, it'll be in service somewhere. So I can sell that, or I can help somebody in that way. But life coaching for the people and kids, youth, elders, peers, people a step or a generation above me, for them to understand that, you know, life's good.
Absolutely.
Life's real good.
Man, it's good shit, bro. It's gonna be a fire interview.
Thanks, bro. Bro,
I'm
this is
excited.
the only place to do this at. My favorite interview, my favorite interviewer. These are my favorite questions. I can't wait to listen to the questions. 420. I didn't even get to come here, but we in Simple Pleasures. God damn, what's the address? Run the address for me.
17605 Virginia Avenue, Hagerstown, Maryland, 21742. It's like I used to say that shit on the radio all the time. I had to say it like super fast, like so you can fit it in a time frame and shit. They speed it up.
Yeah,
sound
bro.
like Eminem on Rap God.
Yeah, bro.
So I don't know, man. You wanna lay a little something down for us?
Yeah, we gotta play our
Yeah.
rap.
I can play something on the laptop here.
You got something on the laptop? And we smoking on Johnny Hager.
Hey.
No disrespect to the king of Hagerstown. Yeah. Hold on. I'm smoking on Johnny Hager. I'm smoking on. I'll see you later. I did this for free. I ain't getting no paper. Smoking Johnny Hager. You know it's me and Hunter. Over here, I could kick it with you. I could punt it. But I want to tell you about this Calvin Best flower that's got me running. Nose. Snuffing. I ain't even tripping. I ain't cussing. This is how it feel when I get the cutting. Weed on my, and I'm still on. Press another button, do another dab, jump inside the cab, smoking with the driver that was taking me to halves. Woo. Yeah, and you can get a bag too. You understand the way we move in this town. It's Virginia Avenue, it's going down. Simple Pleasures, it ain't no better. We gon' smoke you down, here in any weather. You can do it, or you can do it. Man, let's roll a joint. Let's get super fly. I've been super high since I was like 5. This is just my little job, and I'm doing this on time. I am mine, outside of my mind. Hunter that guy, I'm smoking till I go blind. Understand, I got a plan. I'm still a man. Can you please put a couple grams in my hands? For $10 you can get a nice blunt. Roll up real fast and go do what you want. You're pulling off in your car just to go far. You get home and roll up and head out to the stars. I know how you feel and just how it feels. This is for real. It's simple pleasure ill. Simple pleasure. 420. You like it? Come and get it. But you gotta spend money. Let's go, man.
Woohoo! Let's go, baby. Man.
Simple pleasures, man. 420 in the building. Sonny the Seminole. I wouldn't have did this anywhere else. Big guy
Appreciate
Hunter.
it, man.
This the guy to roll a blunt with right here, man. Let y'all know something, man. This just one of the podcasts that's just going down. Hunter's the guy to come deal with, man. Simple pleasures for your best gas. Run the address for him one more time.
17605 Virginia, Hagerstown, Maryland. 21742. Appreciate it,
Yo,
man.
for sure, man.
We're out of here. We got some smoking to do.
So, let's do it, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Attention all smokers, tokers, and true connoisseurs. Simple Pleasures is your one-stop hemp and smoke shop right here in Hagerstown. From premium flower and potent THCA to exclusive glass pieces and the best vapes in the game, we've got everything you need. And now, catch us on the Smoke Me Out podcast, where we bring the biggest names, community leaders, and the latest in the industry. So whether you're rolling up, dabbing out, or just vibing, Simple Pleasures has your back. Pull up today or shop online. Simple Pleasures. Shop, smoke, chill, repeat. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We are incredibly proud to have North Atlantic Seed Company sponsor us. They're leaders in the seed game, providing top-tier genetics to growers across the country. Their commitment to quality and innovation aligns perfectly with what we're all about. Be sure to tune in each week for exclusive giveaways and your chance to snag some amazing seeds from one of the best in the business. Big thanks to North Atlantic Seed Company for their support. Now let's grow together. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We're thrilled to have Moyo Love Juice Joint joining the Smoke Me Out family. They're leading the charge in the hemp and cannabis beverage space with their incredible infused drinks. Whether you're looking to relax or vibe out, Moyo has something very special for you. Don't forget to check back each week for exclusive giveaways, and you could be sipping on the best in the game. Huge shout out to Moyo Love Juice Joint for their support. Let's raise a glass and keep the good vibes flowing. Life's busy, but your love for fresh, pesticide-free, homegrown cannabis shouldn't have to wait. Meet Anabato, your personal cannabis growing robot that makes growing at home effortless. With AI-enabled watering, feeding, growth tracking, and a sleek app, it's never been easier to go green. Whether you're a plant pro or just starting out, Anabato helps you grow with confidence, and it's a beautiful device that can proudly sit in your living room for all to admire. Ready to grow smarter? Visit anabato.com today and take all the guesswork out of growing your cannabis at home. Anabato. Grow effortlessly. Hey everyone, it's Hunter from the Smoke Me Out podcast. We're excited to share that Tony's Pizza in Williamsport is now a part of the Smoke Me Out family. Tony's is the go-to spot for delicious, mouth-watering pizza and amazing service that never disappoints. We're proud to partner with a local favorite that always delivers. Check back each week for exclusive giveaways. You might just score a free pie or some awesome swag. Big thanks to Tony's Pizza for supporting the podcast and the community. Let's keep it cheesy and support the local businesses.